This person, Amy Dombrowski, she's she died. She died of an accident. She died on 3 October 2013 at age 26, and she was struck by a truck. So she died in an accident. Let's see her chart. As you can see, she she was an Aries ascendant. She was an Aries ascendant with the ascendant lord Mars placed in the fifth house. Now, if you look at Natal Samas, you can see that Puru Falguni is her Kali Sama. Kali Sama is a Sama of misfortune, and it means some misfortune occurs when any planet is placed in Kali Sama. Her Kali Sama is Puru Falguni, and as you can see here, Mars and Sun are placed in Pur Falguni, and Pur Falguni is Kali Sama. So Mars is unauspicious for her because and Mars is her ascendant lord, and and that is one of the reason she suffered from an accident, because an accident is a misfortune, and misfortunes are seen from Kali Sama. Also, if you see Mrityu, her Mrityu Sama is Jestha, and this Mrityu Sama is also highly malefic because Mrityu means death, and her Mrityu Sama is Jestha Nakshatra, and her Saturn is placed in Jestha Nakshatra. So Saturn was also malefic for her. Now let's see Dasas. She was running Venus Mahadasha. She died She died on 3 October 2013, and and here is so she was running Venus Mahadasha, Jupiter Antardasha, Saturn Pratantradasha, and finally the day was Mars on 3 October 2013. So Mars was malefic for her, as I already mentioned, and Saturn period was involved as Saturn falls under Mrityu Sama, and Jupiter is the 12th lord, and 12th house is the house of death. When we exit from this earth, that's 12th house, and Jupiter rules her 12th house, and 12th lord is placed in the ascendant. So it was a risk of life when because Jupiter was placed in the ascendant, and Jupiter rules the 12th house of end of life. 12th house represents the end of life. Also, we can check Kala Chakra chart with respect to Lagna. With respect to Lagna, we, as you can see, her Lagna falls in Ashwini Nakshatra, and her Jupiter is also placed in Aswini Nakshatra. So the chart is with respect to Lagna as well as Jupiter. And now let's right click here and select show Yogini and Mrityu. As you can see, her Mrityu falls in Purva Falguni. This Yogini and Mrityu is a highly malefic. Is the biggest curse. It is the biggest curse in any given horoscope. So Mrityu falls in Purva Falguni and show planets, and as you can see, Mars and Sun falls in Mrityu. So Mars was falling under Mrityu, and Mars is her ascendant lord, and that was another reason for her death from an accident. because her ascendant lord was falling under Yogini and Mrityu. It was suffering from Yogini and Mrityu. Also, we can look at the Kala Chakra chart with respect to Mars. With, with respect to Mars, it means if Mars is placed in Purva Falguni nakshatra, then Purashada, Mula, and Jeshta becomes malefic for her because these falls under Yamadat. And as and and as you can see, Saturn falls under Yamadat. Saturn is placed in Jeshta nakshatra, and Saturn falls and Jeshta is her Yamadat. So Saturn was malefic. It simply means if Mars is placed in Purva Falguni, then Saturn becomes malefic. And since Purva Falguni is ruled by the sign of Leo, so during recreational activities such as driving, if she was going to drive, then Mars become malefic for her, as Mars falls under Yamadeath. Yamadeath is highly malefic. Planets lose their significance or give bad results when they fall under Yamadeath. Also, as I mentioned earlier, Saturn is placed in Jeshta, and Jeshta is Mrityu Sama. Mrityu Sama. So Saturn caused the death because Saturn is placed in Jeshta, and Jeshta is her Mrityu Sama. Now coming to transits, she died on 3 October 2013, and this is the transit of 3 October 2013. Let's look at Sarvatobhadra Chakra, transit of Sarvatobhadra Chakra. So these were the transits in Sarvatobhadra Chakra. Mars was transiting Ashlesha, and Saturn, Rahu, and Mercury were transiting Swati Nakshatra, and Jupiter was transiting Punarvasu Nakshatra. Now this is her chart, but we will look at Sarvatobhadra Chakra for transits. Here, as you can see, as I mentioned, Mars was transiting Ashlesha Nakshatra and giving third Latta to Natal Mars. The Mars that is placed in the Natal chart, which is her ascendant, was facing Latta in transit because Mars was transiting Ashlesha. As I mentioned here, Mars was transiting Ashlesha. So giving third Latta, 1, 2, 3. So Latta, just right click here and highlight Latta on this star. So here in transit, Mars Latta will fall on, just here I highlight Latta, and you can see Mars Latta is falling on Purva Falguni in transit. And in Purva Falguni, his ascendant Lord Mars is placed. So in transit, Mars was malefic for her because in transit Mars was giving Latta to her ascendant. Latta is a planetary kick from one planet to another in transit, and this is highly malefic. So Mars Latta was malefic, and this was the so transit was bad for her. Now here you can see Rahu and Saturn were transiting through Swati Nakshatra, and so it was transit in her chart, in her Sarvatobhadra chart, Swati Nakshatra. eh, Rahu and Saturn were transiting from Swati Nakshatra. Now just right click on Swati Nakshatra and click on highlight aspects Vedas from this star. Okay, so it was giving left Veda to Saturn in Jeshta. Saturn is placed in a Jeshta nakshatra, and as I mentioned earlier, Saturn is Mrityu Sama for her. And while transiting Swati nakshatra in transit, Saturn was giving left Veda. This is Veda to Natal Saturn, and so transit of Saturn was highly malefic for her natal Saturn, and so this was so transit was unfavorable. Both Saturn and Mars, and Rahu was also transiting Swati. Swati is a nakshatra of travel, so she was traveling and Swati, and Rahu's Lata is also left. Rahu's left Veda also falls in on Saturn. So both Rahu and the malefic Saturn were giving left Veda to Saturn in Jeshta. Since Saturn, Rahu both are malefic, and since Saturn is placed in Mrityu Sama, as Jeshta is her Mrityu Sama, so transits were extremely bad for her Saturn and Mars, and that caused the death. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.